Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 12. A gain of 3 on the play.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Big 13. Big 13. 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they're going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six. And they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're able to get the 35. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mixon. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Man. 50 steps. Ready.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Check 55 to Mike.
They go play action now. Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he's going to get this this one across the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson. Got you, boy. General, West. 57. Ready, go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They toss it out right to Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the 29, Burrow. Able to find Higgins. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
11 MT tank.
Mike, 45.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy. of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
11, 11.
45's the mark.
You ain't doing nothing. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. He's picked off near his own 48. Boy, interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But Charles, it's something we talked about last week. When you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Johnson running right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their... Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10.